I finally got my Ram back from the shop, and the crazy thing is I thought that my nightmare was completely over. You guys know the truck had a very annoying issue. And I'm gonna tell you guys today what exactly went down and what is currently going on right now. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while with giving you guys an update about the Ram, but this is not this is kind of update, but I want to be able to tell you guys a little bit more about what I plan on doing and what is going on right now currently, right? So I got the truck back. The truck is fully fixed now. If you got a 2014 Ram, I'm pretty sure, hopefully you probably experienced this issue before you replace it, or maybe your truck haven't given you that issue yet. But long story short, the truck was at the shop for about 1 month. I think 1 month and probably a couple weeks. So I did decide that I wanted to just go all in on it since it was at the shop, but there's a little bit of a problem, an issue and things like that. That I was experiencing. So I had to try to figure out a different option, but we are still going to be doing what we're going to be doing with the truck, right? So what I ended up doing was getting the steering rack completely replaced. Now, I went with a used one because number one, it did come with a warranty, and number two, the reason why I went with a used one because the fact is, that part alone itself, I'm trying to find it and show you guys a picture right here. This part alone right here, that normally is kind of like, to me, it's like a recall on these Ram trucks. I could have got it brand new, but the fact is it was like on, I think, back order or something like that for the next couple months or so. That just go to tell you that it's like a known issue and it's not cheap to get it done. Now, the only difference when I went used is the fact that I was able to get it done quicker. And then the second thing is it came with warranty, and it's like probably $10 or $20 cheaper. I did want it 100% to go with a brand new one, but like I stated, that I couldn't really do so because of the fact that it is on back order for a while, and I didn't have much of a choice. And the thing is, my plan of me trying to get the truck, we are at 160,000 plus miles right now. Currently, the truck still drive good. I drove it back home. Now my alignment on the truck is effed up, so I'm trying to show you guys a little bit of a back clip of everything. This was from a couple days ago. I was supposed to upload and things like that, but I didn't. But I'm gonna try to keep the, I don't know what's that word, I can't even say that word, but you guys know. I'm gonna try to keep it coming to videos and things like that, even if I gotta just sit in my car and try to talk about some things. But so long story short, got the truck back. The alignment is like completely jacked. But right now, you guys can see my alignment right now is like jacked the F up. I tried to go get an alignment right now, but we got a slight issue that I gotta address. I couldn't get the alignment done because my steering, I forgot what it was, man. I keep forgetting the effing name, but it's a little piece that was kind of out a little bit more. So I have to take the truck back today so that issue can get addressed, and then I could be able to do my alignment. And then once I get my alignment done, I got to get the truck. There's another thing too that I had to get replaced on there. That is on the steering wheel. I effed up big time. This is a life lesson where I want to tell you guys, right? Why it's always good, right, for you to, if you're going to do any kind of work, modification work to your car, or take your car anywhere to a shop, always stick to one completely shop. And this is the one shop I'm still with. Obviously, when the truck had the steering wheel issue, I wasn't patient enough because the shop that I currently do take my truck, they do get kind of busy. C&M Performance, if you guys don't know, out here in Philly. So I end up taking it to like a little backyard shop, and I wouldn't say backyard shop, but they certified. So they didn't really know what the F they were doing, and they ended up messing up my it's a little piece that's in the steering wheel behind the airbag, which is not like a big deal because I think it's like 150 bucks. I could replace it myself and fix it, which I'm planning on doing, because it got my airbag light on, and then I have something else on also. Like the switch doesn't work, but I'm gonna get that replaced. But currently that's what we're dealing with. The truck does have 160 miles right now. It's kind of crazy. Getting super close to getting that lifters and things like that done on the truck. And right now I'm just trying to prepare myself because there's so much more stuff that I have that going on in place. So I got to try to make, it's like one of them things where it's like you got to make the right choice. It's like if you make a wrong choice where it's like it's going to put you a setback. And I got my business going on right now. I'm trying to get my business going off the ground. And I just felt like, okay, let me just pull back from trying to get this work done on my truck, and let me just daily drive it yet. You know, I still have this truck, try to figure out other things and stuff to make more income. Then we could be able to do the fun stuff, because the business for me is like number one. Obviously, I'm using my 9-to-5 right now. I'll wait till that bike driver. Using my 9-to-5 right now to fund my 5 to 9, my business and things like that, which is YouTube, my demolition business I also started. So there's a lot going on right now that if what I'm saying to you guys kind of makes sense, you guys understand, you know, like, up, comment, let me know. So try to make the right choices, because I done effed up a lot and made a lot of quick emotional choices and things like that in the past. So I'm just trying to recorrect myself, because it got me in a point where it's like, damn, I'm kind of like back then. But it's all good, because it's okay for you to get a little bit of pressure with anything you want to do in life. That's how it goes, you know. Nothing can be perfect. But we got the truck back, and I'm show you guys a clip from the last couple of days, just so you guys could be able to see how she looked, and pretty much what's going on. So check it out. Guys, take a look. I haven't cleaned this thing in I don't even know when, but it's been a month though. She is kind of rough on the inside. The back side. Look at that. Got all this dirt, debris. But we definitely gonna give her a clean though. Definitely gonna give her a nice cleaned up pretty soon. Got the daily. All right, y'all. So I just show you guys everything. As you guys seen that my alignment is completely jacked on that truck, but I cannot wait till I start driving the truck again. It's so much. Like, if you're gonna modify any car, anything, or whatever you want to do, you just gotta understand it comes with a price, and it comes with so much headaches. There is no way anything, like, from my experience right now, learning what I'm learning, nobody has it figured out in life, bro. Like, it's just like a day-to-day game you got to play just by the choice you make. And the choice you make could be good, could be bad, and that could be any choice you make at the end of the day gonna determine how your life gonna be for the next month, 2 months, or a year, couple years from now. That's just how the play go. But we gonna definitely up. Like, I can't wait, because what I really want to do is so much things I wanted to do with the truck. But I just had to I came to the conclusion where it's like, I figure out I'm just going to stick to keeping a 5.7 Hemi in there and just rebuilding it to where we just going to, I'm not going to say push it to the limit, but we're just going to build the heck out of it and see, you know, where it goes. And then if, God forbid, if it blows up, I'm trying to see if I can push it to like the limit, to be honest. You know, if it blows up, then we're going to go over to, you know, doing a 6.4 Hemi swap. And my biggest goal, once everything pay off and things start coming into play, is to completely be able to do like a Hellcat swap on my fourth gen Ram. And I know that's something that's going to cost a lot of, you know, so you guys got to, you know, keep supporting the channel. We at 10K. You know, we ain't got here by luck or anything like that. Just got here by consistency, and you guys definitely supporting the channel. I know some of you guys strictly follow this channel because of my Ram, and also, you know, F with your boy too. So I definitely want to say I definitely appreciate it. If you guys are here for your first time, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.